Uruguay versus Colombia. What a game, what a dogfight that ended up literally turning into a physical fight in the stands as some Uruguayan players went into the stands to fight, defending their family members who were in danger. And I was doing more research. We know the way soccer fans behave and how American fans behave is different. And I guess the police and all that expected these fans to behave themselves, which did not happen. When it comes to American football, yes, there's certain sections for fans, but they're not, there's no away section. The fans are not separated the way they're separated in European football or South American football. The fans are not separated. Here, the fans in America, when the games happen, the fans are not sectioned, are not separated. And when you have, Uruguayan fans mixed in with Colombian fans, or in this case, Uruguayan family members mixing with Colombian fans, it could lead to very, very dangerous things because, they drink, they're passionate, and it could really, really, really boil over. And it boiled over to the point that some of the players had to enter into the stands and defend their families and fight, fans. And yeah, it was, the scenes, reminded me of the Malice at the Palace. Oh my goodness. Those scenes were absolutely sensational. Really, really bad to see. Jose Jimenez coming out saying Colombia fans were being aggressive in the stands towards the family members of Uruguayan players. And some of them had small children, even infants. So, he said, this is a disaster. Our family was in danger. We had to get into the stands to get our loved ones out with small newborn babies. There was not a single police officer, and we were there standing up for our own. There was some arguments in the midfield. Okay, and then, Colombia also came out saying with some strong statements, or releasing a statement that said Colombia strongly condemns any act of violence that affects football or workers based on the conviction that soccer connects and unites us through its positive values. There's no place for intolerance and violence on and off the field. We invite everyone in the remaining days to pour all their passion into cheering on their national team and have an unforgettable party. You saw Darwin Nunez after the game almost look emotional, hugging his baby, kind of consoling him on the field after the scenes that he witnessed, what he went through. It's really, really a bad look. You could see Darwin Nunez actually being in the stands, throwing punches, getting physically aggressive with the fans. Now, a lot of times, especially in American sports, the players will get heavily punished for this. But I'd say the one time I think the players do deserve a little bit of a pass is when their family's in danger, especially coming off a loss. Even coming off of a win, you see your family in that sort of compromised position. In that split moment, logic goes out of your head. There is no logic at that point. It's all anger, and it's all protection. It's all the sense of being a protector. And you see your family in that situation, you're gonna fight. It's just by nature, almost. The love that people have for their family is very, very strong. And it's what makes them great protectors at the same time. So I'm not going to blame people for going into stands and defending their families, no matter what it took. I'm not going to blame them. Now, obviously, they're going to get investigated. There's going to be penalties. Hopefully not major penalties, because I think there should be a level of sympathy there. I remember a time after a penalty shootout, I believe it was EFL Cup or FA Cup or whatever, after a penalty shootout, Tottenham got eliminated, Eric Dyer's family members were getting abused by actual Tottenham fans. Actually, were getting abused, and Eric Dyer went into the stands to confront the fans, and they got pretty physical. And after the game, after everything in the post-match incident, they were asking the club. They asked Mourinho in the post-game presser, "Do you think there's going to be like consequences? Is he going to get suspended? Or will there be consequences for these actions?" He says, if Tottenham were to, hand him consequences, I will not agree. There is a level of sympathy in the fact that these people are defending their family. I also think this is a very negative indictment on CONMEBOL in the fact that they know how their fans, because the American organizers, the American stadium organizers and all that, they're not really prepared for this. They're thinking this is like a normal Carolina Panther game, okay? Just do normal security things. The way U.S. sport fans and soccer fans from overseas is completely different. There's an element of decent behavior among sport fans in America. They're very, very behaved compared to what you see in South American football or European football, especially in South American football. So for these fans to not be separated, for there not to be a huge police presence between the two fans, it just shows how badly CONMEBOL has done organizing this. That's, for my opinion. It's a big indictment on CONMEBOL, and is something that they need to fix entering the World Cup, because we don't want to see these sort of ugly scenes in the World Cup. Now, we're all hoping that FIFA doesn't allow some of the issues that we have seen occurred so far at this Copa America, and this is a learning lesson for the World Cup. But there has been some big issues in the way this has been portrayed. I mean, some big issues in terms of, that's been exposed at this Copa America regarding the turf issues, the corner kicks, how many short run-ups on the corner kicks, how from certain camera angles you can't even see the touch line on the near side because the stadium is so close to the field. You can't even see the touch line with some camera angles. These sort of issues need to be fixed because the World Cup is at a high level, and we can't have these sort of issues at a World Cup. Short break here coming up. When we come back, we'll react to we'll talk about England's run to the final.